Hi, this is Rosanna from Moara Crochet, and in today's crochet video I'm going to be showing you how to make my crochet droplet garland. As per usual, there is a full written and photo tutorial available on my blog, and there is a link just below this YouTube video for you to click there. From there you can also see free crochet videos of other free patterns that I've made and also some free crochet tutorial advice. And you also have access to have a look at my other crochet patterns that I design, and you're very welcome to buy any of them. So let's get started with today's video. To make your crochet garland, first of all you're going to need your yarn. So for this example I'm using just a simple 4-ply yarn, and I'm using a 2.5mm hook. You'll need a tapestry needle, some scissors, and if you want to stuff your little droplets, some stuffing, you can get these at any craft store, and some fishing wire if you want your wire to be invisible. Okay, let's get started. To start you'll need a magic circle. So I've got the tail of my yarn here, and I'm going to wrap it around my 2 fingers to make a cross. I'll hold my yarn, and I'm going to insert my hook and pick up the yarn from the other side, and I'll take my fingers out, and there's my magic circle. For your first row you're going to chain 3, and you're going to count this as your first double crochet. So there's my chain 3, that's my first double crochet, and you're going to put 6 more double crochet into this circle. So including my first chain 3 and the 6 double crochet I've just put in, I've got 7 in my magic circle. Now, we're not going to close the magic circle fully shut, we're just going to close it slightly because we're going to still have to put a stitch in here later for row 4. Okay, now we're going to turn our work and go into row 2. And you're going to chain 3 and count that as your first double crochet, and then you're going to do a double crochet in the same stitch. There we go. For the rest of this row I want you to put 2 double crochet in each of the stitches, resulting in 14 double crochets at the end of this row. Here I am at the end of row 2, so I've got 14 double crochets in total, and I'm going to turn my work again. So now you've got your semicircle starting to develop, and I'm going to chain 3 and count this as my first double crochet. And in the first stitch you're going to do another double crochet, so that's 2 double crochets in the first stitch, like that, and in the next one we'll do 1 double crochet. So for the rest of this row you're going to do 2 double crochet followed by 1, 2 and then 1, and at the end of this row you will have 21 double crochets in total. Here is my motif after I finished 3 rows, and now I've got the whole bottom of my droplet made. So now we're going to turn our work and we're going to work across the top of the semicircle. So I'm going to turn, and now I'm going to work 2 double crochets into each row. So the first one is going to be a decrease. So I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then I'm going to double crochet in to the same row. Yarn over and round. Okay. So now this chain 2 and double crochet is counted as a double crochet decrease. So in actual fact that's resulted in 1 stitch, not 2. Now you're going to work 2 double crochets into your double crochet row 2. So I'll show you. So yarn over, into your stitch and around to complete your double crochet. There's 1, and I'm going to do another one into the double crochet of row 2. So I've got my double crochet decrease on row 3, 2 double crochet on row 2. Now we're going to do the same for row 1. We're going to do 2 double crochet into this first double crochet here. There's my first one, and now my second. Okay, so it's nearly got my first half done. Now, the reason we didn't shut this magic circle is because we're going to do 1 stitch here now. This is our center double crochet. Okay, so I've got 1 in the center. Now we can pull that tail tight and closed. So that is now shut. Now for the rest of the row, I'm going to work 2 double crochet into this row, 2 in the next, and then a double crochet decrease in my last stitch. So we'll do this together. First double crochet, second, and now for row 2, first, second. And now for finally in row 3, I'm going to do a double crochet decrease. So I'm going to go in the beginning of the bar, yarn over and round, 2 loops on my hook, then yarn over again and into my first chain 3. And that's our 4th row done. So we've got double crochet decreased, followed by double crochets and a double crochet decrease at the end. In total on this row you will have 11 stitches. Now for row 5, I'm going to turn my work and I'm going to chain 2 and count that as the beginning of a double crochet decrease. So I'm going to finish the double crochet decrease in the next stitch. There we go. And I'm going to do now I'm going to do 7 double crochet followed by a double crochet decrease. Here I am at the end of row 5, so I've got double crochet decrease on either side and 7 double crochet in the middle. For row 6 we'll turn again, a double crochet decrease. So chain 2, yarn over, insert into the next stitch, complete your double crochet, followed by 5 double crochets and another double crochet decrease. Now we're at the end of row 6, so turn again. I'm going to do the same pattern, chain 2, count as a double crochet decrease with the next stitch, 3 double crochet and a double crochet decrease. This is the end of row 6, and now I'm going to turn once more. Same pattern, double crochet decrease to start, followed by double crochet in the next stitch, and finally a double crochet decrease in the last 2 stitches. Okay, now we're into our final row, so we've got 3 stitches left, so we're going to do a double crochet triple decrease. So chain 2, yarn over, insert into the middle stitch. So I've got 2 on my hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2, I've got 2 on my hook, yarn over again into the last stitch, pull through. Now I've got 4 on my hook, yarn over to pull through the first 2, and then yarn over to pull through all 3 of the final stitches. And there is our crochet droplet done. So now what we need to do, if this is your first one, you're going to tie in both ends. If this is your second, for the back, just tie in the center tail. Here is my front and back of my motif. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put them both back to back together. So how do you know that? It's where you tied your knot for your magic circle. So those two are going to be facing each other. And I've still got my yarn attached from my previous row. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to insert my hook into the top row. I'm going to put 2 single crochet in each double crochet. And I'm going to match that with the one on the back. So I'm going to yarn over through both motifs. So I'm collecting both. Collect your yarn and then do a single crochet. So that's my first stitch. So for each double crochet row, I'm going to do 2 single crochet. So yarn, hook into both motifs, collect my yarn, pull through, pull through, and then yarn over to close that single crochet. And I'm going to do that all the way around until I get to here. Now when you do the semicircle, it's very easy because you just directly match your stitches. Here I've reached the end of my semicircle, so I'm just going to take out my hook. Now if you are adding some padding to your droplets, this is where you need to stop. So you take your hook out and open your droplet and get a little bit of stuffing and just pop it in like this. Not too much because you don't want the stuffing to be seen from the outside, so just a small amount. And then I continue my single crochets, fastening both sides, and then at the top do 3 single crochets into the top point and then slip stitch into your first single crochet and fasten off. So now what we're going to do is make our garland. So make as many crochet droplets as you wish in any colour and then lay them all out and decide your order. And now what you're going to need is your fishing wire attached to your needle, and we're going to attach them. Now I found the easiest way to do this without them twisting is to move these out of the way. Find which way I want my crochet droplet to be. So for me that's the front. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to work from the side. I'm going to insert my hook into the top point. It doesn't matter which stitch exactly. Insert my hook all the way around. Pull it to where I like my desired droplet to be. I'm trying to make this as clear as possible with transparent wire. And what I like to do is go into the same stitch again and then make my needle go across the wire. So when it closes, it's going to make a little knot into the crochet motif. Try and get that done. There we go. See it closing now? And now I know that is going to be straight. And I can attach my next one, so I'll do white. So I'll show you once more. Into the top stitch from the side, not from the front or back because it will twist, from the side into the stitch. Pull it to your desired length. Now don't worry if it's not exact at the moment because these can actually slide up and down to the place where you want. A little bit tricky picking your wire. So that's pulled through, and I'm going to go through again and make a cross over the wire. So I'll keep pulling, and there, I've got both attached. And you just continue this until you get to your desired length and spacing. And like I said, watch. If you find that, oh, these two are too small, too close together, and next one are too far apart, you can just gently glide them and they'll stay. And once you find your desired position, pull your fishing wire very tight and it will stay in position. I hope you've enjoyed making this crochet garland. Please give me a thumbs up. Every thumbs up helps me grow my channel. Remember, there's also a link below to my blog with a full photo and written tutorial on how to make these, plus a huge collection of other free patterns I have on offer. And you can also see my other crochet patterns that I design and which are for sale. So I hope you have a lovely evening or morning wherever you are, and I'll see you next month. Bye!